Episode 3 of the 10 Sol to 100 Sol NFT flipping challenge. Let's get right into it. Today was supposed to start off super strong. I was supposed to start by minting Solana. As you can see, another time, another failed mint. Let's go. This just seems to be the case with me in this project. I will not be able to mint a project for the life of me. I'm going to have to buy everything on secondary. Solana was minting the blue version of this, which is just the alpha red. They were minting the alpha blue today. Luckily, they're minting again tomorrow, so I'm going to have another chance at another 3,000. They mint for about 1 Sol, and as you can see on alpha red, the floor is sitting at about 6.2 Sol. So updating the challenge, in last episode, I asked you guys to put 50 comments down below and tell me what you guys wanted me to do. Should I flip Cops Game or should I hold and stake for passive income? You guys are crazy. I got 78 comments so far, but I was split almost down the middle. You know, sell them, bro. Let's see what happens when you stake them, sell them, flip them, sell them. You know, a very good mix of both. It was a very close decision, and if it was just up to me, I most likely would have just staked them and played them passively. That's the type of trader I am. I'm more buy and hold, think of projects I really like, but this is the flipping challenge. I get it. That's what you guys told me. Flip them and get out of there. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So if we jump into my Phantom wallet, you can see that we're now back to 18.7 Sol. My entire Cops Game trade was this. I bought some loot, which I lost money on. I bought a cop and a robber for combined 9 Sol. You can see those right here. I bought one for 1.99 Sol, and then I bought one for 7. Obviously, the 7 was the cop. That was 2 days ago for episode 2. And then today, what I ended up doing was selling the robber for 2.8, so a 0.8 profit, and then I ended up selling the cop for 11.69. If I hadn't made the loot trade, I would have made almost 6 Sol, but with the loot trade, I made just over 2.8 Solana total. So I want you to look at these 2 comments as well. Basically, this person said, also give us some heads up about your next target project. We could follow along. And this person said, an interesting video would be show how you decide on the projects to invest in. Do you have criteria each should meet? So in this video, I actually wanted to take some time to show you 10 upcoming Solana projects that I'm looking at that we're going to try to flip for this challenge. So personally, I prefer not to mint projects. I like to buy on the secondary market. There's just too many risks with minting. And you know, I don't have a good bot. I don't even have good luck with any of these mints because I don't have a bot. So I try to prefer the secondary market for flips. I try to see if there's good volume. I look at Soul Sniper. But if we're looking at upcoming projects, here's what I do. I'll leave a link in the description below, but shout out to the Nifty Alpha. In their Discord server, they have one channel called Soul Trades. This channel is where I spend a majority of my time. I find upcoming projects, I talk to people, ask questions, and then I put them through my own criteria. The other place is honestly YouTube. I type in upcoming Solana NFT projects. I scroll through, I find a ton of new projects. I smash the like button, and then I do my own research. So I'm going to show you 10 upcoming projects and how I did the research on them. This is what my spreadsheet's going to look like, right? I'm going to want to know things like the website, the Twitter, the release date, release price, the collection size, how many followers they have, and what the main thing is that they do in forms of utility, or basically why is it a good reason to buy? What's my buying thesis? And I'm going to fly through these projects, but just know that's how I determine if it's a good project. Either it has a ton of momentum, so it has a lot of followers, a lot of engagement, or it has a really cool piece of utility, or it has a really cool piece of art. But more importantly, I just wait for the secondary market most of the time, and I look at the volume. But this is how I determine if it's a good project to mint. First project I was debating on minting was Dope Apes. They had decent amount of engagement for a smaller collection of 3,300, but I'm glad that I skipped out on this one. They didn't have a ton of utility, but I did think they had decent art. But if you look at the secondary market, they were actually minting at 0.8 Solana. The secondary has the floor down to 0.17. But then on closer look, the floor is more like the mint price, about 0.8. So it looks like there's not a lot of opportunity here to have made money. The second project minting today was actually Mortuary Inc., which I couldn't figure out the Discord. First of all, guys, if you have a project, stop putting captchas. They're stupid. They don't work. I hate them. I'm not going to use your project if it makes me do a captcha on the Discord. But I couldn't get in, so I missed this one as well. They had a pretty cool idea where basically you can take your old NFTs that you didn't want anymore, maybe they went to 0 or whatever, you could burn them in return for their Ash token. Again, I didn't miss much here. These are sitting at about a 1 Sol floor. Looking at my spreadsheet, if you see anything marked in blue, that means I'm a little bit more excited about the project than others. And one of those was Solana. Obviously, that was minting today and I missed it. Luckily for us though, tomorrow they have another drop of 3,000 in the collection, January 9th at 11 a.m. EST. I actually really am excited about this project because it's supposed to be a game and it looks pretty good. I'm not going to go through the white paper. I just wanted to scroll through this a little bit so you could see some of the graphics. but I guess there wasn't as many graphics as I thought until we get down here. All right, let's speed through these next three. First, we have Meta Village dropping January 11th for 1.8 SOL, and we don't know how big the collection is. They're going to look something like this, and they actually have a ton of hype on their socials. That's the reason I have them on my list. They have 34,000 members on their Discord, and it was actually very active when I was in there and checking in to see if it was real or if there was just a bunch of bots. The second project was Smokey A Basement Club with a collection of 3,333, minting for 1 SOL. These are going to be minting on the 17th of January. Next, we have Family Soul, which isn't minting until the 30th of January. This is a collection of 6,666. These are going to be minting anywhere between 0.5 and 1 Solana. The team said, depending on the price of Solana, they want to be at that 250 USD mark. Okay, this one I want to take a little more time on because I really do like this project. It's marked in blue. This is souldogs.city. It's a collection of 9,999. The art is really good. First of all, I like the website. If you just come on here, it was definitely done very high quality, but I like the art of the dogs themselves. This is almost a 10K collection, and they're going to be minting at 0.95 on January 14th. You're going to be able to stake your NFTs to receive the Bones token. Soon we're going to have a land drop. We're going to have dog houses. There's a lot to this project, and I just really like the art, honestly. Again, these are coming out January 14th for 0.95 SOL, 9,999 of them. The next project I want to talk about is called The Sweets. Basically, this is a little bit more expensive. This is selling for 2.22 SOL at the end of next week, January 16th at 6:59 p.m. Eastern Time. The reason I'm excited about this project and I'm okay with it being a little bit more expensive is because it has one thing that we always look for, which is a fully doxed, accomplished team. This team has previously worked on AAA video games, including 2 mobile horse racing games. The reason that's important is because they built this, and right now I get to take a sneak peek at it. It's built on Unity. Basically, this is what the suites are going to look like. I'm not going to look at the camera much because I'm going to try to move around, and the moving mechanics are awful in this game, but basically you're going to be in these suites, and they want you to be mimicking the real life experience of being at a suite, watching games with your friends. Maybe Zed Run or D-Race races are going to be on the television, and you're going to be able to sit in your suite and watch the games. Again, those are minting next Sunday, so we're probably going to have those on one of the upcoming episodes. Next project is ForgeBots.io, which is a collection of 3,333 3D avatars that are very high quality art. I'm pretty sure I won't be minting these. They don't have a ton of hype behind them. There's no cool utility behind them. It's not really a popular team that's on docs that we know a lot about. I just think these are very high quality art. The last project, and probably my favorite out of all of them, Cyberwave. There's going to be 8,888 avatars that look just like this, which are very high quality. I'm very impressed with the art. It's going to be an on-chain defense strategy game where you're going to have to defeat waves of zombies to earn the Cyber token. These already have a ton of hype, and they're not minting until the end of January 26th, for an undetermined price. Okay, so we highlighted what projects we're going to be looking at for next week, and I updated you on showing you that I actually I went ahead and I flipped my cop game. So what next? I think it's time to flip Cop's game again. As you can see in their Discord, a lot of people are having trouble staking their NFTs, and what they had to do was literally shut down their entire website. Cop game is under maintenance mode while a new build is pushed. Stay tuned, citizens. When we check out Magic Eden, the robbers have a floor price of 2.69, and if we scroll down to cops, the cops have a floor of 14.5 Solana, with Lieutenant, which I flipped, currently at 17. I think this is way too big of a gap between cops and robbers. What I'm planning on doing is waiting to see the game get fixed, and if the game is fixed in a way that people are very happy with, I am going all in on robbers, and I think that's going to happen tonight. So before episode 4 comes out, there will be a ton of action in the challenge. What I need from you is to like this video to show that you like this series, subscribe to the channel so you can be ready for episode 4. Oh, and one more thing. I have the biggest trade of the entire challenge lined up, and I'm going to show you that in episode 4.